Nice. Taking out this Indian Scout bobber. I'm just here to have a little fun today. What a fun feeling ride. Yeah, I just opted to pick out a fun bike. We're gonna see what this thing's all about. I've never ridden an Indian motorcycle. Never before. So they're having a demo day. I thought, well, why not? Group ride. Oh man, everybody stay with formation. And it's so much different than my Honda CB 1100 or, for certain, the Gold Wing. This is a very basic bike. Very basic. Idling about 1,050, 1,100 RPMs. It's a Bobber Scout. Yeah, we tried to talk some other guys into coming on the demo ride. They're like, it's hard to improve on my Gold Wing. Like, you know what? Who cares? Get out and ride some different bikes. Experiment. Don't be so closed-minded. Just because you do a demo ride, I'm not necessarily here to buy anything. Just here to enjoy some other bikes, you know. Now, these mirrors, I will tell you, some of the guns are hard to see out of. You know what? Just a fun little bike. I don't know how long I could last in this riding position, but this is just a fun little bike. Woo! And I'm gonna tell you what, this suspension is hard, very hard. Oh man, this throws you all over the dang road. Got a gear indicator. I do like a gear indicator. Now that I've had a bike that has a gear indicator, I like it. Let's see, we're about 65 miles per hour, about 3,500 RPMs. You know, I don't know any specifications on this Scout bobber. Nothing. I just told him I want a naked bike. I want something fun to ride, catting around town. I mean, heck, I got a Gold Wing, but I may ride one of the bigger touring bikes. But, you know, as I said, I've never ridden an Indian motorcycle before. A lot of you guys, even on my YouTube channel, you suggest to me, why don't you go try an Indian or something like that? Well, here I am, you know, I've test ridden a Harley, Yamahas. So any chance I get to test ride something, I'm going to do it. And I will tell you, this Indian bobber, this, boy, the bumps, woo, you feel every bump. It just bounces you all over the place. It's like it's a 6-speed. I thought it was going to be a 5-speed, to be honest. Yeah, I could see this little Scout bobber just having a little fun around town. That'd be pretty cool to have. Add to the fleet. Not a bad feeling ride. No, you're not going to get over. As far as the seating position goes, woo! No, not for me. Maybe I'm too old for this seating position. But nonetheless, it's still fun. And hey, anytime anybody says, hey, come take a free ride, gas is on us, check out a bike, why not? Yeah, appreciate Indian of Memphis. Oh my God. The bump. Oh, jeez. I appreciate Indian of Memphis hosting this event. Frank Barton, he's a great dealer. Need to look him up if you're in the market for Indian. Check out Indian of Memphis. Man, I'll tell you, this is a rough ride, but you know what, I don't expect it to handle like a touring bike. Nonetheless, it's fun. Okay, so we're just getting back on the interstate. This little Scout bobber's got pretty good pickup. The mirrors don't seem to have a lot of vibration in them. That's good. Not much distortion. I don't really catch any too much vibration in the handlebars. Some, just a little bit of buzzing. That's okay though. Probably fix that with some grip puppies or something like that. I mean, it's just a bare bones bike. It's the Scout Bobber. Catting around town, running to bike night, bar hopping, bobbing around town. That's about it. You know, Indian seems to be taking off in popularity. It's kind of giving the Harley folks a different alternative. I personally, maybe it's just my riding preference now, I don't really care for V twins anymore. Not my thing. I just like the smooth power. I like my Gold Wing and my CB 1100 smoothness. But you know, that's just rider choice. Rider choice. You know what? If we all rode the same thing, how boring would that be? You know, if every motorcycle was the same and made the same, that would be no fun at all. And that's why I come do a demo ride, just to kind of enjoy and see what other bikes are about. And I can tell you, for me already, this riding position would not work for this old man. This is a young man's bike, or young woman's bike, shall I say. Can't exclude the ladies. Looks like we finally got off the interstate a little bit. Not quite as much wind, especially with no windshield. You know what, you could put a windshield on this, but that kind of defeats the purpose of this style of bike, in my opinion. A windshield just be plain ugly on a motorcycle like this. And I will tell you this, after about 20 minutes, my butt is burning. My butt is burning. But you know what, the bike is fun. Shifts okay. The forward controls, I don't really dig that. But probably on this bike, it would work best if they were directly underneath me. It'd probably be too cramped. So it works on this bike. It's just not my thing. And man, you feel every bump on this bike. Did I mention that? Yeah, about 20 times already. You know, it's worked out pretty good so far on this group ride. The group hadn't got separated. How's that one? Huh? Oh yeah. Got plenty of pickup. Scooting pretty good. I can imagine with some monster pipes on this thing, it would sound fantastic. Bare bones bike. Speedometer, gear indicator, does have RPMs. I'm not sure if it even has a trip meter or not on it. Again, this ride is not about a review of specifications or anything like that. When I do a demo ride, I just really want to know, how does the bike feel? How does it feel when I sit on it? Is it enough to grab my attention? The bike that I would consider? That's all. I want to know what the bike feels like at first. I'm not all into specifications and all that kind of stuff. Do I enjoy actually riding the motorcycle? That's the thing. Do I like riding the motorcycle? Here's it's 100 horsepower, 72 feet-pounds of torque, 6-speed transmission, electronic fuel injection. It ranges from $11,499 all the way up to $12,499. Throttle response is okay. Seems like it'll get up a little bit. Again, it's a fun little ride. Some final thoughts. It is rough. Boy, I tell you, every bump you feel. The mirrors, for the bobber style, that's just kind of what goes with the bobber style. So that's just how it is. I'd like a better field of view, but then again, you put big old mirrors on it, it wouldn't be the bobber style. So I guess in conclusion, it's a fun bike. That's really about all I'll say. It's fun. It is not very comfortable at all. Not at all. So appreciate you guys watching. This is Memphis Mike out on the Indian Scout Bobber.